So if you are making a career with horses and you're in the horse business, do you like the results that you're getting from a financial standpoint and from a work-life balance standpoint? What I hear so often is that people don't have, a basic level of financial stability. They don't have time. It's causing problems in their relationships. It's causing problems in their marriages, in their families, and it's a sad story in the end for a lot of people. Where I think that the bill does come due in your personal life sometimes when you don't invest time and money into your personal life. So let's just say we were able to fix some of that. Let's say we were able to help you add $10,000 a month in profit and get you back 10 hours a week, get you back your weekends, and you felt like you had a team that could handle things. The numbers still made sense. You were still profitable. You took a trip with your family. You put your work down, and we're able to invest in those other areas of your life. What would that feel like to have a booming business and still have time and energy for the other things, the other people in your life that are important? What would that feel like, and what would that do for you? How important is it for you to get to that point? The other question I have for you is, on the flip side, if you don't fix your business and it stays the same in terms of the amount of money you're making and the amount of time you have for the other areas of your life, the other people in your life, what happens then in the long run? Do you have to quit and take another job? Do you just give up? Do you prove all the naysayers right? That you can't do it? What happens to your family? So if there was a way I could show you how you can cover your bills, make a good profit by leveraging a team, would that help you? So we help serious horse people that really want to fix this, really want to learn how to do it. We show them how to set up systems, teams, marketing, everything that you really need to have a booming horse business and achieve that basic solid level of financial stability and time that you really deserve. And our program works. Let me give you some of the financial results of what some of our clients have achieved over the last 8 years.
I was overworked and stressed. I had $500 in the bank and I was ready to shut my business down. Now, thanks to the team with Next Level, I have 61 students, 4 staff, and clear $15,000 in revenue.
And just by bringing in Brian's team to help us with our marketing efforts, daily communication with the clients, we've more than doubled our business in 8 months.
So now where we're at is I have a great schedule. I have most weekends off if we're not at a horse show. I have tons of time with my family. We're doing over $200,000 a year in profit.
When I first started with you, I remember I was getting to the depressed state and wondering how I was going to do this, because I just bought a farm and I was losing money every month. I'm now finally I'm netting 12 and 15,000 every month.
What's been the profitability change in your business?
Huge. From barely paying off credit cards for hay to I brought in 18,000 last month.
Do you have a rough idea of how much your revenue has grown?
A lot.
Yeah.
Probably, consistently, 4 or 5 times as much. I know even just based on our taxes, it's quite a bit more. So
Brian Wee's coaching program took us from 0 to 60K in our first 12 months of business.
But it actually has yielded such results in my revenue and my profit. I would say I'm up by 300% in profit from last year, 200% in revenue, and it is just growing. And I'm just so glad I made that investment. It's an excellent investment in yourself to join the Next Level horse business coaching program.
So what I've found is one of the keys to, for a physical riding school, whether you are offering boarding, training, breeding. One of the keys is to really have a foundational lesson on lesson horse program as the foundation. And I think it's got some benefits. Some of the benefits of a foundational lesson on lesson horse program that you really lean into, even if your ultimate goal is, a show barn or a breeding barn, or to work with advanced riders on something, very sophisticated, I still think you should lean into a lesson on lesson horse program. One of the reasons is those clients are relatively very easy to find, relatively. It's still a challenge for some people, but if you look at the numbers, finding an advanced rider that already owns a horse in your local area that's unhappy with their trainer versus finding a parent that's looking for an after-school activity for their kid, right? It's relatively exponentially easier. The second advantage is that those riders are less sensitive about who they ride with. So if you only focus on, horse owners, then you kind of make it difficult to replace yourself, which means it's got to be you, your face, every day for the rest of your career. So the third advantage is it's a feeder program. So, a lot of people that have the patience to start riders and have been doing that for 6, 12, 18 months, 10 years, they've got a booming feeder program that they can do whatever they want. They can refer those clients to other people, or they can keep them themselves and ultimately have that full training barn. So it's a feeder program. It lends itself to delegation and work-life balance, and the clients are easier to find. Now, you still have to do everything right in that business. And one of the keys is creating that blueprint. So you can see on paper the numbers behind what you need to charge, how many clients you need, how many instructors you need, how many lesson horses you need, what are your expenses, and basically what you'll net after all that. So if you click below, I'll give you the training on exactly how to calculate that, down to the dollar, of exactly what your business plan should look like if you want to add $10,000 a month in profit by really leaning into a lesson on lesson horse program. If you want to see that, click below. Give me some of your information about what you're working on and where you're at. If it sounds like it's a good fit for us to work together, our team will reach out to you and get some more information. And I hope you enjoyed the training. So click below and grab it today.